Welcome back, everyone. Squawk, squawk, squawk. The bird lady is in the house. This is one interview that I always get very excited about. It's about Raptor Fest. And joining me today is Laurie LaFond, who is the founder of Raptor Fest and also of the IBA, Important Bird Area.
Yes, friends of the IBA and the Winter Raptor Fest.
That's right. And this coming up this year is the 6th annual Raptor Fest. So, one thing that I wanted to just remark about is there was a special on PBS recently about owls. And the information in that was just so, it was amazing just to find out how these birds operate, how they think, their sense of sight, their sense of hearing. The more you learn about them, the more excited you are to know about them, right?
Right.
So tell me about your interest in them.
I got involved with the raptor surveys and learned about the short-eared owls that way about 8 years ago, and the other threatened and endangered species in the grasslands. And they're just incredible. They are a couple of the amazing things. They're ground nesting and ground roosting, and they're visible during daylight hours, and they flock together in the winter. So we've taken people out on field trips to see the owls. I've seen over 24 of them at once, and they will start just coming up out of the uncut fields and foraging for mice and voles that they eat, and it's just incredible to watch them.
They're amazing hunters.
Yeah.
They are absolutely amazing hunters, and the way they approach their prey and all of these other really interesting things. Now, part of what you're trying to accomplish with Raptor Fest and with Friends of the IBA is to try to save some of these raptors are endangered species, right?
Yes, the short-eared owls are endangered. There are less than 100 left in New York State. They used to be one of our most common owls. Northern harriers are threatened, and we have pretty good populations of them in the Washington County grasslands, but definitely need to bring those populations back across the state. Also, the American kestrel is a species of concern, and they're our smallest falcon. People will be able to see all of these birds and pretty much every native raptor species at the Winter Raptor Fest.
Great. Laurie, before we talk about the annual event, which is coming up this weekend, and we'll go back and tell you more details on that, you've had some real achievements in terms of conservation, because you've mentioned a couple of times that the fields need to be available for these birds because that's where they live, that's their habitat, right?
Right.
And you had some success with some conservation measures.
Yes, the last couple of years we had a 14-acre parcel of critical habitat right in the heart of the grasslands donated to us. And last summer we put a conservation agreement on another 100 acres around us.
That's great.
And we had at least 6 short-eared owls wintering there this winter. And we had field trips out there. I had 17 people on the March trip. And we had the short-eared owls hunting, at least 6 of them hunting in the field right in front of us. And then we had one fly back and forth across the knoll where we were standing, like 10 feet away. So it's pretty exciting. They're amazing to see. And we really need to work together. We're working with DEC. They've conserved at least 300 acres, and we're both working to conserve more of that habitat so that we can bring these birds back and that they don't disappear from New York State.
Right. They're threatened by the usual things, pesticides and development, and it takes concerted effort to try to preserve these species. Now, Raptor Fest has grown so much over the years that this year you're moving it to the Washington County Fairgrounds, right outside of Schuylerville, right?
Right, in Greenwich,
Right.
And it's a terrific move. We're happy to work with a fair, and it just gives us a lot more room, a lot more parking, which has been an issue. If people have been in previous years, they know that. Not to mention the weather, because it was traditionally held in March. So it's just a lot better. Location and site, we have more buildings that we can use, and the arena, which will allow more seating. So we also have some terrific programs coming up.
Good, and I want to talk about those. And I just want you to know that over the course of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the 14th and the 15th, you can see, these are close encounters, by the way, hawks and falcons and owls and eagles. And also, something that was a real surprise last year was the fact that somebody brought a wolf and this year they're bringing a wolf, and they're also bringing a coyote.
Yeah, the wolf program on Saturday and the coyote program on Sunday. And the wolf gets kind of restless. We're not sure how much longer she'll stay after the program.
You don't want to cross them, okay? Let's just be frank here.
And the cat, she's good. She's used to people, but she just gets restless. She's young. And the coyote will probably be there about 3 hours besides the program. So on Sunday. And one of the programs on Sunday that we're really excited about, a new program and exhibitor, is Jonathan Wood and the Raptor Project. Jonathan has the largest traveling collection of live birds of prey in the world, and he's bringing 16 of his raptors from a tiny little elf owl all the way up to bald golden and white-tailed eagles. He does an incredible show. He even told me the other day when we were talking that he's got baby falcons and owls that people will be able to see too. So we're really excited about having Jonathan be part of the Winter Raptor Fest, and I'm definitely going to try and catch that show myself.
Boy, you're not kidding. Just want to go back to the eagle thing. It's not uncommon for an eagle to have a wingspan of 5 to 8 feet. Think about the size of that magnificent bird, right? And he is, by the way, he's been on Animal Planet and is a world-renowned conservationist and also authority on raptors, correct?
Right, he's one of the top master falconers in the country.
Wow. And
he's also licensed, obviously, I told you he's bringing baby birds to breed some of the birds of prey too.
Wow. God, we're out of time. You know, we could talk about this for 30 minutes, but it's this weekend coming up, the 14th and the 15th at the Washington County Fairground. It costs like $12 to get in, and you get to see have close encounters with so many of these unusual, fantastic raptors, and also get to see a wolf or get to see a coyote. And if you're around on Sunday, to listen to Jonathan Wood, who again is one of the really foremost authorities on this whole subject. Well, Laurie, it's great to have you back in again, and I'll definitely be there this weekend, I'll tell you that. I can't wait.
Great, thank you for having us.
You're quite welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.